Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Capture the People podcast. We're here with this special guest. Shout out to boy Alex.
Yo.
But yeah, go ahead and tell the people who you are and what you do.
What's up, guys? I'm Bambi K. I'm an artist. That's the number one way I would explain who I am. Just an artist. That's whatever I tell people. It's always just artist. Yeah.
Okay.
I do visual art, like painting. I do clothes. The shirt I'm wearing right now is my band.
Oh really? Wait, can you like show the camera that?
You do it yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Dope.
How do you make it?
Well, I didn't make it. I went to a person who makes it. Yeah, but
What is the meaning behind the t-shirt?
well, it just says "fuck you, you fucking fuck." It just
The meaning behind that.
not very much meaning, just hatred. Yeah,
I know.
Not very much meaning, just
pure hatred?
profanity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dope.
There's also a person in a movie that I like. Have you watched The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo?
No, but I've heard about that movie. I've seen the poster.
She's a very polarizing figure, and she's wearing a shirt that says this exact thing. So I was just like, fuck it, I gotta make my own.
Dope. But I noticed you got the Cruise how do you pronounce it? Cruise America?
Cruise America.
Yeah, Cruise America logo behind that.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. I also have it right here.
Oh, you got it tatted on
What
you?
is that for?
Dope.
I have no.
Well,
Yeah, what's Cruise America?
So the logo, this is obviously a blurry version of the logo. This is more better, but this is not the actual logo either. But it is a Celtic triangle, and it has no start or ending. So it's like an everlasting thing. And it has the 3 points, which signify the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Also signify like I think it's on this side.
Yeah, I see it. The 3 dots.
Yeah, the My Crazy Life, blood in, blood out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, there's not very much deep meaning to it.
Yeah.
There's more deep meaning to this one because everlasting, and then there's a heart, everlasting love.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I noticed about you is you're not only an artist, but you do very well at making brands out of the things that you want to do. I know you have Cruise America, and then the other one was Violence Kills.
Oh, Violence Kills. That's my
Or what is
like,
that?
That's like my art page, meme page. Not really meme page. It's just backup. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's my art page. But I do brand myself in a lot of ways. The way that you brought that up. I mean, I make music. I make clothes. I do like this mass-produced version of my clothes. I do custom clothing. I just paint in general. I draw. As you can see, like on my Instagram, you'll be able to see basically all of that type of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Your Instagram is very creative and unique.
Yeah, I
for
appreciate
sure.
that, bro.
Yeah,
Really
your content is there.
Thank
for
you.
sure.
I
So
appreciate
the
that.
name is very unique, also.
Yeah.
Bambi K.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Bambi K. Let's see. I'm not really sure. I remember growing up a little bit. A lot of people would call me Bam Bam because I would fight a lot. Like, fight honestly too much. I'm not sure if you remember that about me.
Bro,
but
yeah. So here's one thing real quick so the viewers know. Like, we went to elementary school together.
Yes,
and
yes.
part of middle school, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, so we were pretty close friends, actually. We were like
very
almost
close friends,
best friends, yeah.
Yeah.
Until you
I
moved.
remember that.
But yeah, I could tell you are very...
You were a beefer?
Yeah.
Most definitely. I've definitely evolved since then. Of course, everyone has to evolve at a certain point. But when I was younger, I would fight a lot. I would get into a lot of tussles, a lot of beef, a lot of conflict that was meaningless. But it went from Bam Bam, then I moved. People started calling me Bambi as somewhat a joke, but it just stuck, and I was just like, that sounds kind of cool. And then the K stands for Kruger. Kruger or Cruise America.
Okay. And then Kruger as in like Freddy Krueger?
Yes.
Dope.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I
cool.
love horror films. I love scary. I love dark. So that
Okay.
just adds to the whole, I guess, image
Mhm.
of everything. Mhm.
Yeah, for sure. I fuck with the beanie you got on.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's somewhat become like part of my look, I think.
Really? You wear it a
Yeah.
lot?
Bro, I have so many beanies. I probably have the biggest beanie collection out of anybody that I know. Genuinely.
Do you strictly wear beanies or do you ever let your hair out?
I let my hair out.
Okay.
There she is.
You can come
Oh,
back.
yeah, you come in. Yeah. There's a chair right there. What's up?
Sorry. But yeah,
Yeah, you're
I have a pretty big beanie collection, bro. Like, I have one for probably every outfit. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an addiction for
Why
sure.
you wearing beanies?
I don't know, man. It just looks cool. It just looks It looks cool, man.
Do you like more of the look like you have right now, where it's kind of like shaped on your head, or do you wear like different types of beanies also?
I normally will stay with the skull beanie.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of the time. If I don't stay with the skull beanie, then it's the wrapped up beanie.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just regular. But I'll try not to do anything more than that.
You don't like to like let it stick out,
Nah,
like
I hate
that extra
I
baggy
hate when
part.
people have it baggy and they have it hanging
The
down.
cardboard bag
like
look.
Yeah.
when you shake your head,
Yeah,
it
it
just
shakes with it.
swings all over the place,
Yeah.
smacks the back of your head.
Damn,
I don't really like
I
that
actually
look.
like that look, so I'm gonna just stay quiet.
I'm sorry, bro.
No, I'm joking.
But look,
No, I'm
look,
joking.
there's different strokes for different folks.
For sure.
I'm not hating on anybody's
Yeah,
style.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
But as far as your bio, cult leader,
Mhm.
mafiasco. Did I say it?
Mafioso?
Mafioso. There we go.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that? Like,
Yeah.
what is that
I
about?
definitely can elaborate on that.
Okay, but
Well, I think growing up, I've always wanted to be somewhat of a star. I've always wanted to be a leader. I've always wanted to help people out. I guess instill different things in people. Try to help people out with their beliefs. Try to guide people in the best way that I can. I'm not perfect by any means. You know what I mean? Like everyone has their own flaws.
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to have my own family, my own
community.
collective. Yeah, my own
Collective?
community.
Okay.
Yeah. So cult. When people think of the word cult, oftentimes they think they have a negative perception on it. Just because, and I can't blame them, bro. Because you think of cult, you think of Charles Manson, you think of who else?
What was that?
Cardi.
What was that one farm with David? I believe the guy that believed he was the next.
The next who
Was it next prophet or
like the next second coming of God.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. The guy
Oh.
with glasses, I forgot.
And then there was the people who like drink the Kool-Aid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But obviously there's a lot of darkness surrounded by the name cult. But when you really look at the definition of what a cult is, it's just a collective of people that have a belief. So if you would compare that to religion, it's literally the same thing. If anything, religion is a bit stronger in that, because the entire definition of religion is to believe something. So I think having a cult, for me, it's just having a family. It's just having a close knit following. And when I was like coming up a little bit more, I would look up to like different artists, like an artist like X.
Yeah.
X, he had a cult like following. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
A lot of his followers were emotional with him.
Mm-hmm.
They were close to him. They were his friends. So I would want my supporters to feel that same way. Just the same sort of sentiment of, I'm here for you, you're here for me, we can talk, all that stuff.
Yeah, and I like that you mentioned that there's not just a negative like definition to the word cult. There's there can be positive things coming out of communities coming together and having that one person just to guide everyone in a bit. Or would you say that there doesn't need to be a leader to a cult? Because I feel like every cult needs that one leader, right?
You definitely need someone that there's like someone to like look up to.
Yeah, I
think so.
definitely think if there's no leader, then it's just simply a community.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't be a cult. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How do you become like a part of a cult, or like, I guess like you could say like, oh yeah, like I follow this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like what makes you, or like, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
What makes a person
want to become a part of your cult? I guess.
My cult personally?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, there's not really like with some cults you would look at it and say like, there's like a hazing process.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you really look at some, what are they called? Fraternities?
Frats.
Yeah.
There's a hazing process. If you really think about it, that's a cult.
Yeah.
In a
for
way,
sure.
yeah. Of course, all these.
Yeah,
fraternities.
and so I don't have a hazing process. There's nothing really dark that has to do with anything that with my cult. My cult is really just a name for my following.
Yeah.
So people feel like they're a part of my group.
Yeah.
And how does someone become a part is really just follow what I'm doing, just listen to my music, just support, and just follow try your best to follow the same beliefs that I follow, because oftentimes on my page I promote a lot of, I'm not perfect, like I said, but I try my best to promote positivity, try my best to promote, mental health. Like,
Yeah, I see it on your stories all the time.
yeah,
Yeah.
going to therapy, doing yoga, taking care of your body, eating right, drinking tea, just different things that, people kind of avoid trying to look cool, when truthfully being cool is being healthy and taking care of yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And by being cool, I'm pretty sure most people are just doing it so they can fit in that crowd.
Unfortunately, and a lot of people unfortunately have a lot of internal turmoil that they don't know how to process. And oftentimes, through the talk of mental health being so shrouded a lot of the time, obviously through time, the talk of mental health has grown, and it's more accepted widely that it's okay to talk about mental health. It's okay to have feelings. It's okay to cry. But I think through people not really being as mentally enlightened, they go to different things, as in drugs and a bad lifestyle, because they don't know how to solve the inner turmoil. And drugs are the only thing that they feel is calming the pain.
Yeah. For sure.
Unfortunately, and I mean, if you really think about it, it goes down to even a minimal level of smoking weed. I smoke weed, but it's also still an escapism, if you think about it.
So when you smoke weed, don't tell me if this is too personal, but do you only smoke weed when you're feeling in a negative way?
No, I smoke every single day, bro.
Okay, cool. So you're like us.
Yeah, I'm a habitual smoker, daily smoker for sure. But I smoke when I'm sad, I smoke when I'm happy, I smoke whenever. But the thing is, when you are using drugs but the thing is, unfortunately, a lot of people are not aware enough to notice when they're using drugs as a coping mechanism. A lot of people don't realize it.
Well, a lot of people lack self-awareness.
Exactly.
For sure.
So then it leads to an addiction, and it's saddening. But when I smoke weed, I smoke weed every day. I don't really smoke it for therapy. I just smoke it just because it just chills me out. Yeah. Pretty much.
Like the feeling.
Feels good, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like being high.
Not promoting weed use, but hey, if you feel like smoking, then smoke. Yeah.
So that's interesting, because that kind of answers my question. I saw on your story a couple days ago, or maybe a week ago, you were talking about how weed wasn't cool, and so I at first thought you were straight edge or something.
Mm-mm.
I was assuming that, and so now that I know you smoke every day, what's your perspective on weed and the legalization of it?
Well, see, I'm not straight edge. Although I think being straight edge is great for some people. There's different strokes for different folks, of course. I think, how do I say this? I don't want to use being drug-free as a I'm better than you type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone struggles with their own things. And honestly, bro, I feel like anybody who says that weed is not addictive is in denial, because weed is definitely addictive, or else you wouldn't be smoking it every day.
Okay.
So I feel when I did post, did I post weed wasn't cool, or did I say I'm going to stop smoking weed?
I don't remember, so I can't say.
It was probably the second option.
My bad, dude.
It was probably the second option, because I definitely stand firm on the fact that pharmaceutical drugs and most other things other than like psychedelics are not cool, period. Weed and psychedelics, I'm kind of,
Have you dabbled with psychedelics?
I have, yes.
You've done acid, shrooms?
Yeah, I've done acid, I've done shrooms, and that's about it, yeah. I haven't done any like DMT or anything like that.
Okay, cool. That's so funny. We were talking to someone that was explaining everything about DMT. Well, not everything.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah.
Bro.
He has it in a pen, bro. You seen those like weed
really?
pens? Yeah.
Dude,
It looks like it's red, it's blood.
Takes like 3 hits and he just goes like to the moon.
That sounds like it's too accessible.
Yeah, for real.
Because damn, like I feel like you're supposed to do DMT maybe like once a year.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling Ben.
It's like an annual like
tells me, like,
refresh or
yeah,
He
restart.
does it
exactly.
like once a week.
Oh, fuck no. Once a week, bro. I don't know where your mind's at.
Dude,
No offense to him. I mean, everybody, like I said, different strokes for different folks, but hey.
I don't know anything about the long-term effects of it, but like, do you know anything about that?
I don't, but I would assume that if you are taking something that is opening your mind in such an extreme way, somewhat departing you from reality in such an extreme way, I would assume that your grasp to reality is a bit far off.
Yeah, I feel like physically it wouldn't really affect you. I feel like just mentally,
Yes.
emotionally, and just like spiritually.
Because you're in there for too long, for
Well,
sure.
not, it's not
Right.
even that you're in there for too long. They really range from like 10 to 15 minutes.
No, I'm saying like you're there often.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you're
Oh,
in.
my-
You're spending
once
too
a
much
week.
time there.
I
Yeah.
mean, and it tells me it feels like 5 hours when it's really only like 15.
Yeah.
Because even then, I believe that's like some of the chemicals that are released when you're dying.
It is. It is. Yeah.
So like
Well,
you shouldn't even be seeing that. I believe.
They say scientifically that it is the chemical that's released when you're dying. But like you said, you're there too much, because it's like when I use psychedelics, I use it as a emotional purge. I was just talking about this. I use it somewhat as an emotional purge, like because sometimes, and it's hard not to avoid the things that are on your mind. It's hard not to avoid the things that are negative. You know, it's easy to be like, nah, I'm okay, nothing's bothering me, bro. But when you take psychedelics, a lot of the time you cannot negate them. When
It
you
just
take,
keeps coming back to you in a different version.
You're gonna when you take psychedelics, you're gonna think about that shit. If something's bothering you, it's gonna be there, bro, and you're gonna have to face it. You're gonna have to cry it out. You're gonna have to talk about it. You're gonna have to do whatever. But that's one thing that I like about psychedelics. It's somewhat an emotional purge for me, as well as I think it's a little bit eye-opening. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can give you a slightly different perspective. Now, I don't want people to think you take psychedelics, you're going to fucking see unicorns and rainbows and shit like that. That's not the case. But it definitely can help you out in different ways if you are the right person for it. Yeah.
Yeah, especially if you don't know what you're getting into, like having somebody who does, like there with you, is always great. Yeah, a trip sitter is always
one thing
important.
that I will note, though.
What's up?
Don't do psychedelics while you're on antidepressants.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm
It
on
mixes, right?
antidepressants right now.
Yeah.
I tripped recently, and it was probably my worst trip I've ever had.
Acid shrooms.
Acid.
Acid.
Yeah. It was. I did not enjoy it. My grasp of reality was so like shit. It was just so crazy.
Really? Oh, so you almost lost yourself a bit.
It was a bad trip for sure. And the time before that, it wasn't a bad trip, but the after effects lasted. Like, you know, the psychedelic hangover? Like the next day when your
like
mind is somewhat blank a little bit.
Like 3-4 days for me sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
When I did acid that one time before this time, that lasted so long, bro, and I was so tired. It just was not good. So I would not advise doing psychedelics under the influence of antidepressants. But if you are the right person, then I'm not advising, but hey, do you? You know? Do it safely. Always do it safely in a safe environment with people you trust. Don't do it in a place where you're like, I don't know, you feel a little bit on edge. Don't do it with people you don't really know. Just be safe when you're doing it, because things can go from good to bad to worse really quickly.
For sure, especially when you're tampering with shit that like makes you just
It's your
create
mind.
things like out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's
for
your
sure.
mind,
Yeah.
bro. Your mind is the most powerful thing. Your consciousness is the most powerful thing. So if you're just tampering with that, you're just playing with it, like overusing psychedelics, especially overusing DMT, bro.
That's like the most powerful
Yeah.
one. All of them too.
It's gonna. It can definitely mess with your mind. Not saying that guy's crazy or anything.
But here's his thing. He only has done at DMT. He hasn't smoked. He hasn't done anything.
Hell
Nothing
no.
else. Like
Yeah.
he said, he just went straight into
Only
DMT.
DMT.
If I were to do a DMT, I would if I were to like, I would never do DMT without doing acid, without doing shrooms, and then going DMT.
Yeah, I would
because
have to do that.
it has to be a gradual thing. You can't just jump dead into DMT. Like,
Yeah,
that's a little bit scary.
Insane.
I think I want to do DMT soon.
Really?
Yeah.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. Recently, I just was like, I've done acid, I've done shrooms. I mean, even though my acid trip wasn't the best, shout out Dan right there. He knows.
Oh, he was there for that?
Yeah, Dan. Yeah, Dan.
Yeah.
Dan was there for that. But yeah, I think I want to do it soon.
That's good.
And with having him around too, like he would be a good shaman for me, just because like he's seen it all. You know what I mean? I think I would only do it once, so I don't think I would do it again though after that.
Yeah, I think it can be eye-opening. I've heard people have some really insane experiences doing DMT, but I just don't know. I at the moment I'm kind of on a psychedelic break because I'm trying to get my mind right. You feel me?
I know exactly what you're feeling. Like.
Yeah, I'm taking my antidepressants every day. I'm trying to get my mind right, and I don't want to do anything that's gonna like, I don't know, shake that. You know? Yeah.
So you still smoke weed every day though?
I do smoke weed though, because weed doesn't really affect my productivity. See, that's the thing. If you're gonna partake in any sort of drug use, if it fucks with your productivity, fucks with your ability to hold a fucking conversation, if it affects your ability to stand up correctly, then I don't think you should be doing it. Because bro, you'll be seeing some people that be like on perks and holding their lean cup like it's a baby right here, and bro's just like tripping all over the place. Like, bro, get your shit together. Somebody slapped your ass right now.
See,
it's over.
That's funny. We were talking about that before the podcast. So my way about thinking about it was like just stupid as fuck. But I feel like the way I am now, it's kind of like I can still keep my productivity and I can still hold myself together. But basically what I was trying to tell him is when I first started like kind of making music videos and being involved in like the artist industry or whatever, mainly hip hop though, I would try to smoke weed because I didn't want to ever be caught lacking and just being too fucking gone. So I was like, let me just up my tolerance so that I can stay at the same level as some of these guys that I'm smoking around with. So like that was not the best idea for sure. Like that
that sounds like peer pressure.
It sounds like, well, what it was me trying to, instead of saying no.
Sounds like fitting in.
Yeah. Me, instead of saying no, I'd basically just go in and say, I'm going to just try to outsmoke you guys now and just build up my tolerance. But
well, if you think about it in a lot of ways, a lot of people experiment with pharmaceutical drugs.
For sure.
For wanting to fit in. For wanting.
I would smack the fuck out of you, Benny, if you ever touch it.
Nah, dude. See, that's the thing. Like, if anything, like, I love weed just because I'm able to come in and out of it. Like, and it really, with the nice shower, like, you can be straight, you know?
Well, also, I think, like I said, I'm not perfect and I'm still a human. I'm no superhero by any means. I think that drugs have a strong craving to people. Drugs have a strong, it's tempting, you know what I mean? It's tempting. And I mean, at the end of the day, people are not perfect, but what I'm saying is if you're even gonna try some drugs, then make sure there's no way to make sure you're not gonna get addicted. Addiction is not a choice. Addiction is addiction. It's not a choice. It's like people get addicted and don't know how to turn back, because oftentimes drugs are stronger than their will to be better.
Do you think it becomes an addiction once they can't do it themselves, or you can still be addicted to something but be able to turn around and come back from it?
What do you mean they can't do it themselves?
Like without having an external person or program, like, you know, some of the rehab programs that they have out there. Without that help, they couldn't come back to normal or back to being themselves and quit whatever substance they were using.
I think addiction is scary, bro.
It is. I've dealt with it like closely in my family too, for sure.
Yeah, I see addiction.
I deal with it every day.
Yeah.
I deal with it every day.
See, but that's a micro addiction. Yeah. When you think about things like things that are like how do I say, like pills?
Yeah.
Bro. Yeah. See, like that is not gonna It's not gonna like fuck your life up
No.
completely.
No.
But you pop a perk once or twice, I can't say it's gonna fuck your life up, but hey, bro, it's possible.
Have either of you two tried a perk before?
Never.
Or a Xan?
I've done Xans before.
I've done a Xan once. I really just, I didn't like it at all.
Xans are a waste of fucking time.
Yeah, I did it once and
That's
I
what
really,
I hear
hated
about
it,
them, yeah.
and I was just like, why the fuck would I do this? It just made me like tired as shit and depressed, and like
Yeah,
I was just like, fuck it.
the same way I feel about Xans are probably the same way I would feel about every other drug, though. Because the thing is, bro, but Xans especially, Xans are the devil, bro. Xans are the devil. People do dumb shit on Xans, like literal dumb
I've seen
fucking
some
shit.
fucking dumb
Crash
shit.
their car and still drive home.
Yep.
Like come home with their fucking hood gone or whatever.
Yeah, and then
Dumb shit.
and then the thing about it is, if you're doing a drug because you want to enjoy your time, a Xan, you're gonna fall asleep. You're gonna act like a fucking idiot. You're gonna fall asleep. You're gonna wake up the next morning and you're not gonna remember anything you did the day before. So it's like, how did you enjoy that time when you don't even remember the time that you had?
I feel like the thing behind Xans though is a lot of people who deal with like some sort of trauma or stress, like the not say the people that I'm just gonna say the people who have more access to these things are gonna turn to that. I believe, or anyone that's kind of like just trying to numb the pain.
Well,
We'll take Xans.
Well, of course. I mean, if it's in your community, if you have access to it, it's very likely that you'll pick that up. And I mean, but the thing is, you have to have a mental strength that's stronger than a will. Like, you have to have a mental strength that's stronger than like wanting to pop a pill to think that's gonna take away the pain. Like, a nigga DM me saying, "Hell nah, bro, I'm trying to pop a perk to take the pain away." Like, no, bro.
What?
But that's the thing. That's how a lot of.
It's sad to see that because like that's actually how they view. Like,
Truthfully though, that's the thing is, that's how misguided the youth is, because the thing is, what you see is the rappers that are on top 10 on Spotify, they talking about popping perks, they talking about sipping lean, and at the end of the day, I can't tell you what to do. This is your life. And a lot of them, I mean, this is their day to day. You feel me? This is their reality.
A lot of more artists now though are starting to quit lean.
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot more. They're starting
with
to
Lil
just-
Pump started. I
just
think
dropping it just
yeah.
because like, I mean, I've done lean once and it's not made my stomach hurt crazy, but yeah, I think people need to just stop doing that lean and Xans.
Yeah.
Stop putting fentanyl on weed, dude.
2 minutes.
Fuck.
Okay.
Fentanyl is actually, I just read today, fentanyl is the #1 killer of people ages 18 to 45.
It's like higher than COVID.
Higher than
Like, what
COVID,
the
higher than
fuck?
any disease, higher than anything. It's just fentanyl.
Yeah, and it doesn't even take that much to be deadly.
No,
Well, I mean,
it's literally like a penny, right?
Yeah, it killed Peep and it killed Mac Miller.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, at the end of the day, people are popping these perks to take the pain away. You don't even know what the fuck is in this perk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
Could
a
be fentanyl.
it's very likely it's fentanyl, because most of the drugs nowadays are just fake.
Oh yeah, of course.
So
yeah,
that,
to be made faster and sold more.
yeah, I mean,
efficiently,
if you can make something for $3 and sell it for 15, why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially if people are dumb enough to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's why me especially, like I said, I'm not perfect, and at the end of the day, if I were to pick up a drug, I would not advise nobody to use it.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, people gotta be able to guide the youth in a better way, because the youth is really the people who are using these drugs and dying from it. You know what I mean? A lot of the people, like, if you watch that Juice World documentary,
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, I respect everything that Juice WRLD has done, all that shit, right? But in the documentary, you see how dark drug use is. That man had perks on him at all times. So the thing is, I don't know. That shit is just scary. You feel me? It's real scary. It's real sad that people are so influenced by that type of thing.
Yeah. Well, especially just how it's put on a pedestal in the industry for sure.
Well, and I think another one of the things that somewhat misguides the youth also is a lot of kids, they see like their role models on Instagram holding their lean cup like this, like it's a baby. They double cup like this, sagging their pants with the racks out. And I don't mind sagging your pants with the racks out, but it's the lean that I mind. You feel me? At the end of the day, you're a grown man. Do what you want to do. But a lot of the time, the youth does not see the full effects of what drug use can do,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been in a position where I can see every aspect of it. I can see the user who thinks it's cool at the time, and then they go on, they have kids, right? They neglect their kids because they are drug addicts.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, the kids go on, the kids grow up fucked up because they have a neglectful parent.
Yeah.
Due to drug use. A lot of the time people don't see that second and third part. They just see the, ooh, he looks cool with drugs, so I'm gonna take the drugs because he looks cool with drugs. But that's it. They don't see the fact that if you get addicted, you can lose your life, you can die, you can fuck another person's life up by, I don't know, car crash, you kill another person because you off a perk driving like a fucking idiot, or you have kids and you are too stupid to focus on your kids because you're tied to the drugs is so tight.
Mm-hmm.
Drugs, bro, like I said, addiction is not a choice. If you take drugs and you get addicted, it's not a choice, bro. The only choice that you have is to get off the drugs, but it takes some strong willpower for that shit.
Of course, and
For
like
sure.
going back to like that picture, just kind of like Instagram kind of like ruins the deception of kind of like what they're going through. Because
Exactly.
yeah, you see them sagging their pants in the studio, with racks out, with the chains out, and they might be doing lean or popping perks, but behind that picture, do you know what they're really feeling?
Exactly.
Do you know what they're going through? They might have all this money, all this jewelry, all these clothes, this big house,
Mm-hmm.
but how are they mentally?
Yeah, and a lot of these niggas, they take drugs because they don't know how to cope with the shit that's going on.
Exactly.
A lot of people come from not shit, you feel me? A lot of people grow up seeing their homies get killed, getting robbed, getting beat up, everything, bro. So the thing is, that's a lot of trauma.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people grow up getting raped. A lot of people grow up getting abused. That's a lot of trauma, bro. And a lot of the time, people don't have the enlightenment or have the bravery to go get therapy. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't have the, cause you'll think about it. See, now there'll be a person who'll be like, you know what, bro? Maybe I should get therapy instead of doing these drugs, but I'm 17. I can't go to the doctor by myself. I gotta tell my mom, and then my mom, my mom's a piece of shit, bro. She's not finna take me to no therapy or pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
then it's like a
And the paying for it part, like most people can't even afford
exactly.
the therapy
So
itself.
it's a lot of, it's like a domino effect. It's like just bad shit after bad shit after bad shit. But if you can learn how to take care of your body, how to work through your trauma, how to figure out a way, bro, there's free therapy. I get free therapy right now because I ain't got insurance. I get free therapy, and I get free medication for my mental health. But I'm not trying to
cool.
I'm not trying to advise taking medication for mental health. That's person to person. But the thing is, if people had better resources and better, how do I say, procedure to dealing with their pain, we would see a lot less fatality and a lot less lost youth.
Yeah.
There needs to be a lot of better leaders to let kids know, like, hey, I know you hurting right now. I know your homie just got smoked. I know you mad as fuck because bro robbed you. But at the end of the day, you going to get your get back. You going to smoke this nigga. You going to end up in jail for the rest of your life. If you want to deal with the pain, you want to pop a perk to take the pain away, you going to end up addicted. You're going to have kids who are neglected. And you're going to be broke, bro, at the end of the day.
Yeah. I think addiction for a lot of people is something that just ruins their lives.
Oh, yeah. And it'll ruin your life
Yeah.
in a blink of an eye. You won't notice that your life is ruined until you're 40
Yeah.
years old with nothing.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about the people who don't have family, who don't have good friends, who don't have anybody really to look out for them. So they're really just stuck to they succumb to their own demise just because they have no other way.
I understand that sentiment because I'm that person. But the thing is, and I mean, I've tried drugs, but drugs are not for me.
But you're self-aware.
Mhm.
How do you think self-awareness is something that you can learn, or is that just something that you're born with?
I don't think, I think everybody has the ability to be self-aware. I think some people are I think some people choose to be oblivious.
Okay.
Because
My
the thing is, niggas will know, hey, bro, what I'm doing is not right. Or the way that I'm living my life is not right. But for some niggas, it takes going to prison for that to click in their head. You feel
Unfortunately,
me?
yeah.
For some niggas, it takes going to their homie funeral for that to click in their head. For some niggas, it takes losing their moms, losing everything. But I think can you learn to be self-aware? I think if you assess everything in your life, I think everybody has to have a point where they're just going to be like, all right, this is what's going on in my life. Do I like this? Do I not like this? Do I like this? Do I not like this? And you need to have a procedure to make the things that you don't like better. Now, a lot of people, they are living their lives choosing to be blind, choosing to be oblivious. But if you literally sit there with yourself and you say, what am I doing right now with my life? And if you just really sit there and think about it, that's being self-aware. You feel me?
Yeah, and that's it right there. That point where you sit down and you genuinely last, like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like,
a lot of people don't talk to themselves.
Yeah.
And the thing is, people will call you crazy because you talk to yourself, but who the fuck else you gonna talk to? This is
you
yourself.
spend the most time with yourself.
Yeah, this is yourself.
Yeah.
A lot of time people want to live their lives in the shadow of another person. They'll just follow after that person because they don't want to think for themselves.
Yeah.
You got to be able to think for yourself, and you got to be able to assess what's going on in your life and make a change if that's not gonna give you any productive outcomes. You know what I mean? You gotta be mature enough to do that, and you gotta have the integrity. Because if you want a better life for yourself, you gotta change that yourself. Nobody else is gonna do that.
Yeah, and it's even harder for a lot of people who are already tied in. Like, they're already deep into a friend group that's just toxic for them.
Mm-hmm.
They're at a job that they have no other option but to work there.
Yeah.
And they're just like, they're stuck with their parents because they can't afford to get out. But their parents are also toxic.
Yeah.
And so it sucks. But at the same time, like, there's always an option to get out of it.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you are the captain of your life. If you want your life to go like shit, hang out with shitty people. If you want your life to go good, adopt a belief that is good and hang out with people that you feel are good influences.
That's important, the first part. Mm-hmm. Adopting the belief first before the other people.
Which is why there are so many misguided young people that follow me. That's why you see me posting these things like promoting mental health, promoting getting therapy, promoting taking care of your body, doing yoga, stretching, this and that. Because there are so many young people that are raising themselves that don't have parents that are actively conscious in their life. You know what I mean? So a lot of these kids, they need guidance. They need parents, bro. And a lot of the time, every 14-year-old got an iPhone, bro. At the end of the day, nowadays, every 14-year-old got either an iPhone or an iPad or an iPod.
Yeah, shit, I didn't have a phone until I was like 12.
Yeah, but nowadays, bro, niggas is on that shit. Like, you got a phone. Everybody got a phone, bro. So
and their Instagram and their Facebooks.
Yeah, exactly. So with me having a platform, I want to lead in a good way. I want to lead in a positive light. I don't want to lead people to the darkness.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be responsible for ruining somebody's life through my influence. You know what I mean? That would be so fucked up. Mm-hmm. And I mean, at the end of the day, I fuck with Future. I fuck with Future heavy. But shit, I mean, I can hear them perkies calling, bro. That's addiction.
Yeah.
People like listen to the song and be like, man, this shit fire, bro. If you listen to what he's saying, this man is sad as fuck right now.
Yeah, what he's actually rapping about in some lines, for sure.
Yeah.
But I feel like the sad thing is, in the industry, talking about that shit is more of a business move than it is
for sure
an emotional move.
Yeah,
it's not gonna get many plays if I don't talk about fucking Sands or if I don't talk about this.
Negativity
and that.
sells, bro.
Yeah,
negativity sells. I mean, if you look at, do you think Kanye West just became a billionaire Or do you think Kanye West and Kim Kardashian just got a divorce? Which one do you think would sell more? Like those magazines.
Yeah, the divorce.
Sure.
Yeah.
So negativity sells, bro. People like to see something catastrophic happen. But at the end of the day, bro, if you got a platform, at least if you're going to talk about it, because music is art, you feel me? So this is you purging. This is you expressing. This is you telling what's going on. And I'm not saying you shouldn't rap about this shit, because if this is your day-to-day life, what the fuck else you gonna rap about? But I think in the same token, if you have the platform and you're gonna be talking about that, at least have the integrity to understand that you have the youth following you, and put out a message aside from the song saying, hey, listen, drug use is not cool. I'm talking about this because this is what I'm struggling with right now. But a lot of people, they don't care. I mean, it's the reality.
Yeah, as long as they're making money.
I mean, if you got them racks, I understand. I get being selfish, but that's not me. Yeah.
That's dope as fuck though, because I see that you're always giving like homework.
Yeah.
I think one of the homework was like, or can you like talk about that?
Yeah.
I think you were talking about telling people to just do like, this is your homework right here. You guys go do it.
So with the thing about me having a cult, like I said, I want to lead in a positive way. You know what I mean? So, I try to give these homework assignments. I try to give assignments that, because to make people feel closer to you, you have to communicate with them. They have to feel close to you. So some of the homework that I'll give is, repeat this 3 times. I love myself. I love my appearance. And today I will protect my peace. Go listen to my music, because of course I gotta self-promote.
Yeah,
and
sure.
then after that I'll say, do some stretches. Spend 10 minutes without your phone stretching, doing yoga, this and that. Try to, or another assignment that I gave was like, write down 3 things that will help you get closer to your ultimate goal. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people, they need guidance. You know what I mean? A lot of people, they don't have the know it to just do that shit. You feel me? So if I can help, of course I'm gonna try to help. And yeah, I mean, I think that's something that's cool as fuck, because I don't see no other rappers doing that shit. You feel me?
I really don't see anyone else doing that.
Yeah.
Benny was doing that the other day. Like, he showed me that you're giving people homework, and I thought that was a cool thing.
Yeah, and a lot of my followers, they really appreciate that type of shit, and they'll tell me, like, I'll receive messages almost every single day saying like, hey bro, you telling me to do yoga? I struggle with back pain. You've been helping me out in more ways than you know. Or people saying like, hey bro, I listen to this song and this and that. Just like, you know, like them telling me that I'm helping them out with their mental health and shit like that. And that type of shit, it just keeps me going.
That's
you know
fucking
what I mean?
genuine as hell too.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're getting feedback from people that like you don't. Do you know these people that are hitting you up?
Nah, I don't. Not at all.
Exactly. So you're making such an influence, but because you're making it open that I know you guys that I have a following. I know people are watching my shit. Let me give them positive things to do.
Yeah.
I know they're gonna watch it regardless, so
Exactly.
at least I can influence them in a positive way.
And that's the thing about it, because like you said, like the thing about you said, it probably won't sell if I don't talk about Xans.
Yeah.
The thing is, cool is whatever you make it. You know what I mean? So if there's a lame nigga trying to tell you to better your mental health, you gonna look at this nigga and be like, bro, look at you.
Yeah.
Why would I listen to you? But if you see a cool nigga who's got followers and all this extra shit, you see a nigga with like that's cool that you could look up to telling you to better your mental health, you're gonna be like, wait, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like a lot of cause a lot of people are not on that shit. But it's the most grade A shit to be positive. It's the most grade A shit to take care of your body. But a lot of people negate themselves because they're lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not saying I'm found neither. I'm lost too. But
you've already experienced certain things, and
yeah.
I feel like it doesn't matter if you're how big you are or how successful you are. Like, you've experienced something that was real. If you can give that advice to someone else, that's more helpful, beneficial than a celebrity saying go do 10 sit-ups today.
At the end of the day, bro, niggas get clout and start acting like they not human.
Oh, like they're better.
Hollywood.
Yeah, like they're superstars.
What do you think about the whole self-help movement? One thing that I've noticed is like now on YouTube with all these books, just people pushing out like better yourself, but like I feel like there's a darker thing behind that because you get all these bigger celebrities who are kind of done with like whatever career they were doing. They turn around, like make a book or they start a podcast. Like I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but like the trend in self-help, have you guys like?
Well,
I've been kind of like I've seen that like grown ever since books like what you call it, like ever since Ty Lopez. Remember Ty Lopez? Kind of when it started with
Ty Lopez sounds familiar, but I'm not
he's
sure.
the guy who like, hey guys, books here in my garage. I got these books and the Lamborghinis.
That nigga had the goddamn.
And then now you see like all these advertisements.
All them
with people.
YouTube fucking shits. I would see that man every fucking day, bro.
You don't know what we're talking
about?
about?
Get off my shit, bro.
Do you know who Ty Lopez is?
I'm pretty sure.
Bro was mad rich. He had like a fucking Ferrari. He's like, hey guys, with my Ferrari today. Hey, you want to read a book or some shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Type shit like that. Yeah. I was seeing him on every fucking YouTube video, bro.
And I feel like ever since like that guy blew up, like there's just so many people trying to say, like, oh, I'm this guy. Let me give you advice.
Like trying to be a guru type shit.
Yeah, like a
like
a self-help
book,
guru.
This helps you.
Yeah.
A lot of people are starting to do that nowadays.
Well, you gotta think about it. If a nigga was really that rich, he wouldn't be selling the course.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah, that's what you gotta think about. Like a lot of niggas have like these classes on how to get rich, how to do all this shit. If a nigga was really that rich and having like that, why aren't you just doing that alone and just get that rich? Why are you putting out a class for it? If you're putting out a class for it, I mean, you must need more money.
Right.
But at the end of the day though, with the self-help thing, it's a little rocky for me because I wouldn't ever want to put poison into positivity. You feel me? So if bro is trying to teach y'all something that is positive for you and you feel that is helping you, hey bro, do you. I don't know. I can't it's hard for me to just down it when I don't know. Like we're just generally speaking, so I don't really know.
It's hard for me to just go on there, buy it, download it, and then think I'm actually gonna follow through with it.
Yeah.
And go through it. I feel like it's almost better to just go see someone, like you were saying, how you go for free. Just go to see a therapist.
It's just you also got to think about all those people who are following you as an artist or as a cult leader of your community. Think about all the misguided people that instead of going to you first, they find people who are telling them, you can be better, you can become stronger, you can do this and this. Just
so
look into my channel.
Help.
Yeah.
Fake help to make money. Like type shit.
Scammers.
Yeah.
Scammers. Yeah.
Well,
that's
I'm saying like
there.
there's a rise because here's the thing: they're not flat out telling us that they're fake, but it's so many of them, and you can easily like it's just so it's just recycled advice and shit like that.
I mean, it's just niggas get rich and be like, there's hella niggas who want to be rich, so I'm gonna put out this fake book to teach you how to get rich. And why would I want you to be rich if I'm rich? You taking away from my money.
That's a better way. I think that's how a lot of rich people see themselves, especially being in the small percentage.
I'm not. I wouldn't put out my advice at a cost because, I mean, I'm trying to give you advice to better your life. There's no cost on that. You feel me? That's just invaluable. You know what I mean? It's this is how you can better your life. If you want to listen to me, then don't. That's it. I mean, I'm not finna be putting out no book right now. I'm not finna be putting out no course on how to feel better. I'm gonna just tell you what works for me at the moment. But if it don't work for you, I'm sorry. You know what I mean?
I think that's the best way to go about it too. You're not forcing anyone to do anything either.
Yeah, and I mean, I advise people to do certain things. But if you choose to listen to me, then and you see results, then continue listening to me.
What would you tell someone if they had like mental issues? How does your music help them? Because me and Dan were just listening to a lot of your music.
Oh yeah.
In the car before, and
What do you
I've been
think?
listening to. Oh, I love it.
Oh,
There was one. I got to go back. There was one song. It was that last song. It was different. It was more of kind of like a what you say, like a screamo punk rap
Mm.
vibe.
Mm.
I don't know what song it was. I didn't look, but I definitely like that too because it was just different from all your other music.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, creativity is something that's endless within me.
Mhm.
I feel like your dollar only goes so far, but your intuition and your creativity is endless.
mhm.
So how would I say it helps people? I don't know. The thing is, I feel like my art is really just it's like my journal.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I think the way that it would help a person is to let them feel that they're not alone
Mhm.
in what they're going through. Because in my music, I'll talk about I've been through abuse.
Mhm.
I've had my heart broken.
Yep.
I've been cheated on. Everything. You feel me? I've been homeless. I've been everything, bro. So the thing is, I've been in a mental health hospital. Not to say a psych, but you know. So the thing is, I think it would help people feel less alone. To let them know, hey, there's a nigga who's like cool, who I can look up to, who has been through the same shit that I've been through.
Yep.
The lowest of the low shit. Like
Mhm.
being homeless, bro. That's disgusting.
Yeah. I don't know what that feels like.
It's
I
not
mean, I'm blessed that
disgusting, but
I'd never had to, but I
Pe-
can only imagine what you went through.
People look at homeless people like they're disgusting. You feel
Mhm.
me? Like people will
Mhm.
look at a homeless person and be like, "Ew, you piece of
Yeah.
shit." But, bro, a lot of homeless people, they're people, bro.
Yeah, no, I mean they're all people.
Yeah. So
The one artist, Slutboy, really changed I think me and Betty both, mostly mine, just because coming from Buffalo, there's really not that many homeless people.
Mm.
And coming to Atlanta, there's a big,
There's a
diverse.
plethora
Oh my
of
gosh,
homeless.
so
yeah,
many.
it's
And
so sad to see.
Low
Yeah.
Slutboy, he's big on just giving back to the community, giving to charities,
Mm.
to homeless shelters, and people just need to realize that those are humans too.
Yeah.
They just have their own issues, and most of the time they're war veterans,
Mm.
people who went through stuff that you went through and
A-
just couldn't get out of that realm, I guess.
A lot of them are drug addicts.
Most of them are. I mean, that's just how it is, and
Sadly, yeah.
and
But that goes back to the thing of don't do drugs.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's also just the community they were in, what they went through, their PTSD with certain stuff that might help them cope with it.
It's sad that so many veterans are homeless. Them niggas risk their life for this
I know
country.
they're the people
They gave
who fought
so
for,
much, yeah.
they're the people who fought for
that
the
shit's so
country,
goofy.
and now they're just on the side of the road asking for change. Like most of the time when I do see a homeless person, and if they have like a vet hat or a jacket or something,
Mm.
those are the people I'm more inclined to give the money to,
Yeah.
just because they've seen some shit in their life, and they're there for a reason, and that's probably for what they've seen overseas or whatever they went through when they were younger.
Well, I think there's a lot of reasons why people end up homeless. The reason why I ended up homeless was because my mom kicked me out.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So being homeless can come from anywhere.
Yeah, a lot of young kids go through that too. Is
Yeah.
they just get kicked out by their parents because it's either a disagreement, something they just don't mean eye to eye
Could
with.
just be like a toxic family and
Yeah.
someone had to leave. Like,
They just had to get the fuck out of there. Like with
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
I had to just I've been moved out since I was like 16, 17.
Yeah.
I just had to get the fuck out, and I just been working ever since.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was homeless when I was 17, up until I was maybe sleeping on the streets, like sleeping on the actual like pavement. I was sleeping on the pavement and sleeping in trailers and sleeping behind buildings and sleeping in people's cars and shit.
So how'd you get out of that? Because I know like
Yeah.
you're probably in a deep like emotional state at that time.
Oh, for sure.
So like what had you? Did someone help you get out of that, or did you meet someone?
Well, the thing is, growing up, I was very suicidal.
Okay.
So, and I deal with depression to this day.
Mm-hmm.
During that time period, I was especially suicidal.
Okay.
You feel me?
Of course.
And I had attempted suicide a couple of times, bro.
Damn.
Obviously to no avail. I mean, I'm still here with you guys, but
Thankfully.
how did I get out of it? A friend of mine took me in, and it was a really complicated situation. I was just staying in bro's crib,
Mm-hmm.
and it was a secret to his stepdad.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and the whole family would help me out. They would feed me, everything. So, but even after that, I was homeless because I had moved to Chicago, and I was homeless in Chicago. And homelessness in Chicago is something else, bro.
Well, you can die from it.
Yeah, motherfuckers freeze to death, bro.
Yeah.
There are
So
people. That's how most homeless people die in Buffalo.
yeah, and that shit's
What?
scary as fuck, bro.
They froze into a bridge, or it was like raining or something that night. Also, and it all came up. on
Yeah,
them.
and just malnutrition. I mean, if you
Yep.
starving, you tired, and then you go to sleep, is very likely you won't wake up in a place that's that cold. And I was homeless in Chicago, and I think what got me out of it though is just the will to survive. I mean, that would be it. Cause the thing is, nobody has really like saved my life. I mean, people have helped me out. People get help from everywhere, but I think it was just the will to survive, bro.
Yeah,
It
just
was
you
just
yourself wanting to survive and get out of
Yeah,
that situation.
just wanting to do better, bro.
Do you feel like you're back to a better mental state of where you want to be, or you're not fully there yet?
Compared to when I was homeless.
No, just compared to like any time or where you want to be mentally. Do you know what I mean? Do you think you're there yet, or do you think you still need a lot more work?
I definitely need a lot more work.
Okay.
It's a lifetime of work.
Of course.
At the end, like, you don't ever stop growing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Your mind never stops growing. You never stop getting more enlightened and more enlightened and more enlightened until you die. And then even after that, I don't know what goes on. But I think I'm definitely not at where I want to be. I still struggle to this day with depression every single day, bro. Even on antidepressants, it's not like you take antidepressants and then you just happy and jolly.
No,
You
it's
feel
not
me?
like that.
I still struggle with depression. Still struggle with dark thoughts, with trauma responses, PTSD, hella shit. You feel me? So I don't think I'm past anything. Well, I'm past a lot of things. Not to say that. It's just I definitely think I have a lot more enlightening to go.
No.
I think everybody does.
No, we all do. I was gonna say.
Everyone
I mean,
does,
yeah,
yeah, for sure.
I learn stuff. I try to learn new stuff every day,
Mm-hmm.
and just better myself as a human being.
And I mean, I think that comes with also though, that comes with feeding your mental health correctly, because a lot of people, they spend their whole day on their phone looking at bullshit. Go to the TV, they watch bullshit. They go out with their friends to the skate park or something. Their friends are talking about bullshit, and then they go home, and then their mom might be bitching at them, and they feel like that's more bullshit. So that's their whole life. You feel me? So if you switch some of your habits, like
Just surrounding yourself with the right people could bring you to the right places.
yeah, and
in such ways.
and if you
For sure.
watch things that will teach you something, learning is never uncool. My bad, bro.
No, you're good. Dude.
Learning is never uncool. Learning is never uncool. Like, being smart is the coolest thing you can do.
Now it's crazy because a lot of people, like, growing up, you make fun of smart people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're fucking nerdy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Bro,
like,
I think that's
can't lie.
changing, though,
I
for
did
sure.
that too. Oh, it definitely is.
Like in
But
my high school, it was actually
Now
the
it's
opposite
like,
of that.
now it's like, you know what? I kind of wish I took some more, you know what I mean, media classes and was a fucking nerd like these guys too. Like,
yeah,
I wish I did this too, but
yeah, bro.
Appreciate it.
I think college, I would never advise somebody like, hey, bro, if you don't know what you want to do, go to college. Go spend $50,000 to go to college and be in debt for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Yeah.
While you still don't know what to do. I would say, I mean, finish high school and figure out what you want to do. But like, I would go to college so I can study different things, like within art, so I can go deeper into techniques, go deeper into the history of certain art. And I would like to go for just business.
Yeah.
Just so I can know how to handle myself in certain spaces.
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I didn't learn one thing I went to college. Obviously, there's certain classes that I took that I wanted to learn about it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But with my degree,
that
I
you
wish
had.
solely I could change that.
Yeah.
Because I still did take like electives where I learned about stuff that was intriguing, and I do use to this day. Like, I did take a media course for Adobe in 1 year, and like that's how I kind of like know how to edit videos and stuff like that. So little stuff did help me, but I kind of just wish I could go back and just like change a few things.
There's also a lot of things you can learn without the help of organized school.
Well, Benny says Google, and
Bro,
I've
but-
recently have come to believe
Here's-
that also, because Google.
Here's the thing about that. Like, we have access to unlimited knowledge now.
Yeah.
Any
bro.
question you have, as long as you word it right, you will find the answer to it.
Mm-hmm.
Google
and-
is a verb now, you know that?
Yeah, you can Google things.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it's literally in the dictionary. Google is a verb.
It used to be a
insane.
noun.
Yeah. Is it?
No, it used to be a noun. That's crazy.
It's probably, what is that called? What is a noun verb? What is it?
A noun is a subject and a
Shit.
verb is the action.
Yeah, but what is the both?
Yeah, but like there's like a
Oh,
word
like,
for
you know, an adverb?
Yeah, it's like a
Something like
yeah,
that.
I don't know.
Well, that's describing a verb. I get, grammar
Yeah.
is fucked.
Don't ask me about grammar. I'm the worst.
But I mean, yeah, the internet is endless, bro. I mean, go on Reddit, you can learn a lot of things.
Reddit
Yeah.
is crazy.
Just anything that, like, I don't know about you, but let me get your answer from after this. But like everything that I've learned camera wise, like I didn't go to school for it.
Yeah.
I learned everything. Like everything up to this point, I learned for free.
Well, yeah, I didn't learn nothing about music through school
You didn't?
at all.
How did you start making?
Do you produce, engineer any of your stuff or?
I engineer all of my stuff.
Oh, okay. So you
Um,
learned it all your stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't produce though.
What
I do not produce.
what program do you use?
FL.
FL. Okay.
Yeah.
Mostly everyone uses that.
Yeah. But you said how did I learn?
No, how did you get started into like music?
Oh, how did I get started? Shit. Well, I was maybe about 16, 15, and I always just knew that I had potential. I didn't know where I wanted to put it. I didn't know anything, bro. And a lot of the time, the things that were my main focus, like I grew up playing soccer. I grew up doing combat sports, like karate and taekwondo and Muay Thai. But everything that I would start, I wouldn't finish. I would quit at some point. Like,
But you know what the good thing from that was? You knew what you didn't want. Because if you really loved it, you probably would have kept doing it.
yeah,
Or where you think it takes also like some discipline.
I think it
And-
takes discipline and perseverance and determination.
Yeah, perseverance for sure.
If it's something that you want, then keep going. But the thing is, with soccer, I kind of knew, like, bro, soccer is the most popular sport in the world.
It's
You gotta be-
competitive as fuck.
You got to be fucking amazing to make
Yeah.
it somewhere big, bro. And I played on a good amount of teams. I played like for R3PL teams and like DA teams, and I played for a good amount of like pretty elite teams. But the thing is, I didn't see myself elevating, so I kind of wanted to, find something else that I could elevate in. And like I said, with everything, I would end up quitting, bro, because I don't like not being good.
Mm-hmm.
I feel you on that.
I
If
like-
I'm trash at something, I'm
Yep.
probably gonna give up.
Yeah, and I like to
Yeah.
be the best, bro. And at the end of the day, though, to be the best, you gotta work. To be the best, you have to start out at. Everyone starts somewhere, but with music, it's something that I never gave up on. With art, it's something I never gave up on, because art was always in my blood, bro. Growing up, I was just an artist. I've always been an artist, in every aspect. I think everybody's an artist in their own way, but literal art. I've always been an artist. But growing up, how did I start music? Yeah, so I knew that I was cool. I knew that I could.
Dude, this guy was smart as fuck from an early age.
Really?
Yeah, like I could tell from him. Like we were in Discovery, that little gifted class thing they had set up
yeah.
for us or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But I could tell you
you're.
were such a creative person from the beginning.
Yeah.
But at what age did you start?
It was about 16.
You started making music. Okay.
Yeah. It was damn near right before I became homeless. Because, well, the thing is, like, I had a friend. He now passed away. His name was Casso. R.P. Casso.
Rest in peace.
He was producing and engineering and stuff like that. So I would go over his house. I would just walk to his house, and I was like, you know what? It was just one day. I was just listening to beats and shit. And I was just fuck it. Like, I'm gonna record something. I recorded it. It sounded like shit, but I was like, wow, like I can really do something with this, And I just felt inspired, so I just kept going, and then kept going and kept going. And growing up, going to like Lenox Mall in Atlanta and shit, you see so many stars, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So many people, for sure.
Like in like small towns, bro, niggas look at stars and be like, damn, he's amazing. He's so big, this and that. You go to Atlanta, bro, you're going to run into at least 3 rappers if you spend a whole day at the mall, you feel me? You're going to run into hella Atlanta rappers, bro. Atlanta is the battlefield for rappers, bro.
Yeah, it is.
So growing up, I would see so many rappers like in the mall. Like I met Gunna, 21.
Did you like walk up to
Offset.
them and stuff, or you just?
Yeah, every single one of them, I would go
Really?
up to them, and I would never really ask for a picture because I mean, a picture ain't really gonna do nothing for me. But
Yeah.
I would go up to him and I would literally ask him, "You have any advice for an artist that wants to make it, an artist that wants to come up?" And I would ask all of them, Gunna, Offset, 21. I'm in a Playboy Cardi music video, and I asked him the same question.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it after you asked them, or like you just?
What,
that was
after
through a
the
different. Yeah.
video? Nah, it was during the video shoot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I just went up to him during the video shoot. I was like, "You got any advice for like a rapper who want or an artist who wants to make it?" And I think there's nothing wrong with ever asking advice, even from a person you know. I say this lightly, even with a person you know is a failure, you can learn something from. You can learn what
Yeah.
not to do.
For sure.
So I would ask them, and all of them gave me the same general answer of just keep going, just
Yeah.
keep going, stay down. That's what Gunna told me. He said, "Stay down, this and that." And I don't say these names to be like, "Oh my God, you know Gunna. Oh my God, you know." I don't know none of these niggas, bro. But the thing is, they all have gave me the same advice that boiled down to the same thing of just keep going. And that's just what I kept on doing. And eventually, if you just keep going, something's going to crack, you feel me? I mean, if it's not in you, bro, it's not in you. You got to be real with yourself. Don't waste your time.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So as an indie artist, like coming up, making your own music,
By indie, you mean independent, right?
yeah, independent.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad.
Nah,
I
you're
forget
good.
that's a whole genre too.
Yeah.
But independent artists, one huge thing that I see, one huge factor that plays a role in them stopping is money. Not a lot of people are not educated enough to understand how to like not rely on a studio or another person to make music.
Well,
Yeah.
I learned that very quickly too. Paying for studio time is a bitch. Because and at the end of the day, you're paying another man to make you sound how you think you want to sound, but he's making you sound how he thinks you should sound. And
Yeah.
that does not give you the full reins of your creativity. It somewhat plateaus your creativity because you're letting someone else hold that steering wheel.
Well, now that you're saying that, what do you have to say about when it comes to do you think there's a comparison between an artist that makes sings, produces, masters everything by themselves, or someone that is equally as talented but has other people to do the rest of it for them, like rest of the song for them?
Well, when you say equally as talented, I don't think that there's a scope for talent.
Yeah, my bad.
I don't think there's a
I meant to say like
scale for talent.
what's the word for it? Equally as I guess on the same level, equally as big. They're known.
They have the same potential.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say, like you're asking me, does one deserve respect and does one not?
Yeah. So one huge thing that like I've always like been interested in is I tend to respect an artist. I respect all artists, but artists that produce,
Like,
master, do every single thing, even some of their music videos, like those artists stand out to me just because of how much work behind everything.
Russ is one of them niggas. Russ is fire as fuck. He produces, raps, and engineers and shot some of his own videos. And do I think that one somewhat is better than the other? It's hard to say, bro, because collaboration is amazing.
Of course, yeah.
But also being your own solo artist is amazing.
And that's the hard part of the question.
Yeah.
It's like,
I think it really is person to person. It's subjective. With me personally, I would love to be able to be in charge of everything. I don't like collaborating with niggas, bro.
You don't even like anybody hopping on as a feature?
Bro, I just paid a bitch for a cover art. That bitch said she was gonna have it done on Thursday.
Yeah.
Bro, it
It's
was
not here?
Friday. That bitch didn't have it ready. Don't play with me. I asked for my money back.
Bro.
Because, bro, the thing is,
Yeah.
I don't like collaborating with people because they don't take it as seriously as you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you. nobody's gonna take it as serious as you, bro. Nobody's gonna go harder for you than you are going for yourself.
Exactly, and no one can get inside your brain and see things the same way you're seeing them.
Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
But collaboration is amazing because you both can have different scopes and bring it to one.
Yeah.
But with me, since I record myself, I engineer myself. I don't make beats. I would love to, because then I'm just self-sufficient.
Mm-hmm.
Being self-sufficient is the most important thing to me. Like the clothes that I wear, obviously this and this I did not make, but majority of the time I'm wearing my own drip. So I'm wearing my own brand, or I'm wearing my own custom clothes. Everything about me is just myself. You feel me? I like to be fully my own artist. But I still respect an artist who, lets niggas do shit
Yeah,
for
of
him.
course.
I mean,
of course.
everybody can make it in different ways. Not everybody has to be on the same journey.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
So for you, when it comes to like, let's say making a music video though,
Yeah.
do you direct your own shit, or does the videographer or director take care of that?
Have you watched my videos?
Yeah.
I have.
Yeah.
We were
I
trying to
actually
we were trying to shoot this podcast. Now that it's cold, we can't really go outside, but
Yeah.
we're trying to shoot the podcast at the bridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at the bridge to nowhere is what
I
it's
shot
called.
my calling video there.
But no, I watched a few of them
What did you think?
this morning. Different.
Yeah.
That's
I like the
exactly
one.
what I
Fuck,
thought. Yeah.
dude, why don't I write this shit down? But it was one. Yeah, like mostly it was like a fisheye lens,
Mm.
and you were in a car. That one was
there
dope.
fire?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that one was dope. They're just they're different.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Being different is very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to regurgitate someone else.
It's very hard nowadays to be different, just because everyone wants to be different, and you have to be creative
Yeah.
in your own way.
I mean, I think everybody.
I think everyone's born with like something unique though.
everybody.
Right?
Yeah, everybody's always wanted to be different, bro.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of there's a lot of posers.
There is so many posers.
You
bro.
know what I mean? There's a lot. It's
and
hard.
I always I talk about this all the time. A lot of niggas will go to a studio, and there's nothing wrong with using tight beats, bro. Trust me, there's nothing wrong with using tight beats. But a lot of niggas will go to a studio with a Young Thug type beat and tell the engineer, "Hey, bro, make me sound like Young Thug," and then they will rap the lyrics just like Young Thug would rap.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of niggas want to ride the wave just so that they can make it, but that doesn't give you the result of longevity.
Mm-hmm.
That gives you the result.
That
of,
one song might pop off, but then the
Yeah.
rest of yours might just be.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gives you 15 minutes of fame.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the other. What is the? How much more? I don't remember. It's like fucking 23 hours and 45 minutes. I'll take the other 23 hours and 45
Mhm.
minutes with originality. But originality is a silly quote, because I mean everything is based on everything.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be different. I just think if you are looking at a nigga and be like, I'm gonna dress like him, I'm gonna rap like him, I'm gonna sound like him, I don't have respect for it.
Yeah. I think.
I forgot what you originally had asked me. My bad.
No, we were just talking about like artists who create their own stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then, but then Alex went
videos.
into
Mhm.
Videos. But what
originality is what we were talking about.
do I direct my own videos?
Yeah.
I definitely, every single video of mine, I definitely have a strong. I do not let a nigga just do what the fuck he wants to do.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not it for me.
No, that's really good. Coming from a videographer who shoots music videos,
yeah.
like if I get an answer of like just
do
sauce it
whatever,
up.
bro.
yeah, it's like okay, bro.
Just
this
make that
is-
shit fire, bro.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, I can make it look good, but it's not gonna be a like your
It's
video.
not gonna be your video. It's gonna be mine.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, bro. Man, my back is fucked.
Yo, you want this pillow?
I do.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
That lumbar support.
Yeah. Gotta take care of that for sure.
All right, but my bad.
No, you're good.
So, I think I never ever will let a nigga just do what he wants to do with a video of mine. I'm a very that's why I don't really like collaborating with people, bro, because I'm kind of, I won't say I'm difficult. I just take
no,
shit
you just know
serious.
what you want though.
Yeah, I just take it serious, bro. And I mean, if somebody not taking it as serious as me, if you tell me you're gonna have this shit by this deadline, and I get creative process, bro. I get it, but communication is important.
It's professional.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
Especially if money is being it's a transaction. You're not
Yeah.
finna play, bro. It's money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But I definitely have a strong teller on what I want from a video and a videographer. It's never just been do what you want to do, it's always a collaborative idea.
Yeah.
Always. Never, like, you should watch one of my videos named Demons. That's one of my favorite videos that I've made, because it's like a not I've made, that I collaborated with a videographer on, my friend Gaucho Para. He had
Yeah.
Gaucho Films.
Is he the same person you were shooting all the videos with, or?
No, there was
Okay.
I checked in
I
the,
know
like,
there was
description.
one.
There was one different one.
Yeah,
I've-
but there's one that you shot a couple with, right?
I've worked with a couple videographers a couple times, maybe like once, twice, on certain videos.
Okay.
Here and there. I haven't worked with a person like over and over and over. They've shot all my videos now.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I kind of prefer it like that. I
Okay.
like to have a different taste, you feel me? I like to have a different... I would love to have a one-on-one person, though, like my own photographer. Like,
Yeah, someone that's not that's just focused with the same vision that you're trying to.
yeah,
bring to.
and not to say you can't work with other people, but like
Yeah.
if I had a one-on-one photographer that's with me all the time, that's like my bro, this and that would be cool. But I don't have one videographer that I religiously work with. I kind of like being able to stretch the palette.
Yeah, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Because I mean, it just gives you the room for more creativity.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
not the same conversation over and over.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
But I think like what you have out right now, like it's really good. Like you have a good amount of videos out. You have a good amount of music out already. Do you have anything coming up? Or
Yeah.
like in the works?
Right now I'm working on, I'm not sure if you saw on my page, I'm working on a song named The Real.
Okay.
It's another one of those scream type
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah.
See, like you said, you liked the screaming type song because it was different.
Well, no, because it just went from, what song was it? One song was playing. I think it's the most recent one that you just dropped.
Dead Man or
January. It was just January 7th. You just dropped. What's it called? The one that you just dropped this year, right?
I've dropped. Look, bro.
It's your most. Okay.
yeah, I know what you're talking
Fleeking.
about.
Yeah.
Fleeting?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
So that's I think your most
okay.
recent drop. It went from like that to like the screamo one, and I was like, whoa,
Oh,
that's like just you know
yeah.
what I mean? The switch up in that is just like
That's how you know
Okay.
he dropped it and he's
versatile.
like take care of the rest.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that was just.
Well, yeah. That versatility is very important for me
Mhm.
because I mean, growing up, I was influenced by hip hop. Growing up, I was influenced by like electronic music, like
Mhm.
dubstep and different shit like that. And then I was also influenced by rock music. So being able to tie all of those in is beautiful. I want to be able to be an artist that people can't get tired of because they don't know
What's gonna be next?
Yeah.
like I mean, and I can appeal to all tastes. You don't like this song, you might like this song because it's chill. You might
Mhm.
like this song because it's screaming. You might like this song because it's just straight bars. You
Mhm.
might like this song because my flow is crazy on this one.
Yeah.
So it's like I like to be able to hit every avenue. And like you said, I do have a good amount of videos out, a good amount of music out.
You do.
Because the
Yeah.
thing is, I've been working on this shit for a minute, bro.
Yeah, years.
I take it serious as fuck. You feel me? Like this is what I want. So I put in the work for it, and the quality is there. You know, there's certain songs, of course, that are not gonna have the same quality as another, due to whatever went on. But
You're saying like the song wasn't mixed and mastered fully.
yes, shit
And
like
yeah,
that. Like
okay.
I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah.
But with videos, my videos are. I love the quality of my videos. I love the quality
They're
of my
dope.
music.
Yeah.
I love the quality of
Oh yeah.
my lyrics. You feel me? So it's like I take it real serious and I've always taken it serious because I knew that there would be a time where people would look back, and I don't want people to look back and think this nigga lame.
I don't think they think
That-
that.
That I don't think anyone thinks that.
No,
bro.
I'm saying I didn't.
You're trying
want
to
them
you're
to.
trying to
Oh
prevent
yeah,
that.
that's
yeah,
what- okay, yeah.
Because a lot of niggas, you look at their old videos, that nigga look lame as fuck, bro. His bars are trash.
Bro,
Mhm.
but regardless, there's
Them angles are trash. You know what I mean?
regardless, you're gonna, like you said, you're gonna evolve.
Yeah, for
you're
sure.
gonna,
for
you're
sure.
gonna look back at this, you'll be like, yo, I was not that good.
Yeah,
In comparison to where you were.
bro, trust me. Right now, I still do that. Right now, I be deleting songs off my shit because
Really?
I'm like, bro, this shit is not good, and I do not want this a part of my discography when people go to listen.
Mhm.
But the thing is, it's like, of course you gotta evolve. Everybody has to evolve, and there's a lifetime of evolving to do. But I just take it serious, bro. mean, I just want
No, and you can tell that in your work for sure.
yeah, and I want to make it. I want to give people quality. I want to give people something that they can come to and feel okay, feel not alone, feel like I can help them. And that's
Yeah.
the same sentiment when I'm trying to give homework, when I'm trying to tell people, just instill things in people. You know what I mean?
As far as everything that you've put out so far, what is the project that you're most proud of?
That's a good question. I don't think I have one, bruh.
Really?
Truthfully.
Do you enjoy everything you make, or is there still some shit that you're like not proud of?
I enjoy majority of the things that I make, yeah. Because the thing is, when I listen to my music, it takes me back to the time period that I was in. So say if I was homeless and I recorded this song and I'm talking about being homeless or depression or wanting to die, I mean, it takes me back to the time period of thinking about that, and I compare it to now, and it's like a journal. You feel me? It's like looking back in time. I wouldn't say that I have a favorite because every single one holds a certain different sentimental part of me, you know?
That's cool. It's like you have a couple chapters of your book, like the early ones to look back at.
Yeah,
you're still writing
exactly.
the current ones.
Yeah, and since I have gone through so much, I have literal things to express about. It's not like I'm just making up love stories 24/7, you feel me? So I don't think I have a favorite. Yeah, I don't think I have a favorite.
Okay.
Sorry to not provide an answer.
No, that's good. Like as long as you don't make anything up. What do you call it? Like in general, it's just like you and your following. You're closely. You've built a community so tight that I believe, you can get them to just go. I don't know what I'm thinking right now. Let's just start that over. Alex, do you have any questions?
To go back to the thing about what you said of you don't like collaborating with people. I don't mind working with somebody on a song or something like that.
Like a feature?
Yeah, I haven't, but I don't mind. I'm open to it. It's just I need the same energy that I'm putting out. And I need to respect your art.
Yeah.
If I don't respect your art, I'm not going to work with you. If I don't respect what I think you have going on, if I don't respect your potential, I'm not going to work with you.
Shit, well, I'm so glad that you came on.
I think most people feel that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope that most people would feel that way.
People that are genuinely serious about their work, they're also taking into account the bullshit. So it's like, is this gonna be bullshit, or is this for real gonna be what they're saying?
Yeah, and I mean, I look at people that are big, and I compare myself. Obviously,
that's good though.
Comparison is the thief of joy, but I think it has its benefits, and I think I watched a Adele interview. I could be wrong, but I know Adele was the person who said this, that she's just not gonna work with anybody. You feel me?
Well, that's because that her show or something got put on pause. I remember hearing about that.
Really? For what?
She doesn't like collaborating with people because if it doesn't go her way, she just like feels like it's entitled because it's her fault, because it's like everything's like under her, I guess.
Well, I don't know about that one, but what I was saying was just Adele has a whole discography that is so respectable. She's made herself into a figure that is so like amazing.
You know that she's the one that got rid of the shuffle button on albums on Spotify.
Really? I seen that
because her discovery is she puts it in a certain way that she wants the viewers to understand it more as like a story than let me just grab on this song because this is the hottest song on the album. You know what I mean? So
and for people who don't have a Spotify Premium, if you want to listen to songs, it just automatically will shuffle them. You don't have a choice.
Oh, really?
That's that was one of her reasons.
That's good.
Yeah, because not everybody's gonna buy Spotify Premium. I mean, at the end of the day, not everybody can afford that shit. But Adele's not finna just work with nobody. You feel me? Like just anybody, because she respects her art and she respects her legacy and she respects her potential.
Her work has same thing with Lady Gaga.
Yeah,
she doesn't really work with a lot of people.
And I mean, you look at any of the biggest artists; they don't just work with anybody. So it's important to me to respect your art. If
For
I
sure.
feel like that shit is fabricated, and I'm not finna work with you, bro. You know?
Dope.
Yeah. Well, that's good that you're looking at so far from everything that you've been speaking about. You're taking everything as purely for the art,
Yeah.
and I love how like money doesn't really play a role in that, because
It-
you see that a lot with people trying to sell themselves as an artist that provides a service as such as a feature or
Mhm.
like being put up on pulling up to a video shoot or whatever.
Yeah.
But you see a lot where it's like now it's become like, I'll hop on your song, you just pay me $200 and I'll hop
Yeah.
on, instead of asking like it really asking specific people if they want to
Mm.
come on a song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, shit, I can't blame niggas. You feel me? It's hard, bro. Especially if you don't want to work a fucking job. If this is your main hustle, you gotta make your money somehow. Niggas do SoundCloud reposts, niggas do features, niggas do all that type of shit. But, and don't get me wrong, bro. Money is necessary. I don't want anybody to ever think that money doesn't matter, because I am not a big fan of money, but you need money to survive.
In this world, yeah, for sure.
Either you get money or you gonna stay broke.
Mm-hmm.
Either
Yep.
you get money or a lot of the time niggas is gonna look at you like you nothing.
Yep.
And I mean, I think that comes with a grain of salt. Like, are you familiar with the band Dystopia?
Dystopia, no.
No.
You should look them up. They have a song called
What kind of genre?
what is that, crust punk? Yeah. They have a song called Stress Builds Character.
Okay.
In the intro of the song, it's talking about shit. I'll pull it up right now. I just screenshotted the lyrics. Give me 1 second.
No, you're good. Crust punk.
Yeah.
That sounds very
Yeah, I don't
specific.
think I've heard of them.
All right. It's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit profanity riddled.
Go ahead.
It says, sometimes I feel so tired. I can't eat. I can't sleep. So tired. The pressure builds and builds. Seems like there's no release. The things I see go unnoticed by some, but fill my eyes with horror, anger, guilt, and frustration and depression. Makes waking up every day harder and harder. I work my fingers to the bone just to survive. I gotta get money so I can have a home, so I can breathe, eat, and live in this society. I don't even like money, and I gotta work every day just to feed myself. God, it makes me sick. I just want to curl up into a hole and die. This isn't worth it. I need a raise. I can't survive on this pay anymore. I can't live on this. I'm hungry and I'm frustrated. I can't eat, damn it. God, I look at you for help, and I don't see no help. And I see no thoughts, no looks, no praise. You don't care. You don't love me. I only love me. No one will love me like I love me. And I think that's
That's a heavy ass piece of art right there.
and that's the intro to the song. And it really hits hard because a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people don't want to work, bro. And I don't blame them. But you need a job.
Yeah, sadly.
If you ain't got no main hustle, like if you don't have nothing going for you, go get a fucking job.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you first start off, for sure.
Yeah, you got to have some money in your pocket. Money gives you opportunity. Money gives you freedom.
Yeah. And especially if you didn't have money before, like money gives you a sense of like you have the tool, like you have something to work with, you know.
Yeah, and not to get confused, life isn't money.
For sure,
And,
no.
Freedom isn't money, and money isn't happiness. But money is a tool, and you need to use that tool. If you can't get no money, you're not finna go nowhere, bro.
Yeah.
That's just period.
It sucks to say it, but that's only because like there's just higher powers that has just been have set certain rules to the game that we have nothing to really. Individually, we have nothing that we can really do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think when it comes to like coming together,
That's that capitalism talk.
what do you mean?
That's that capitalism talk. That's what you're talking about, capitalism.
Yeah, for sure. But like, what were you saying?
I mean, at the end, I don't know, bro. It's a hard subject because niggas would be like, bro, the rich stay rich, the poor stay poor. But nobody has a solution.
Yeah.
You feel me? So you gotta learn how to make it in this society, or you gonna drown.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
If you don't learn how to make it in this society, it's the harsh reality, bro. I know everybody wants to chase their dreams, wants to sit on the beach all day. You feel me? Niggas wanna be able to enjoy their life. Niggas feel like humans are not bred to be working, and I agree, but this is society,
Yeah,
and if you live in a fairy tale, you're gonna end up broke and homeless.
exactly.
Yeah.
The sad truth is those people who are like actually spending some time and going on these vacations put in a lot of fucking time, and
Yeah.
it to be successful for sure. Like comparing yourself to a bigger artist, like imagine how much more shit they have to deal with
Yeah.
behind, success doesn't just mean it's an easier life. If
Yeah,
anything,
exactly.
success means a harder life.
Yeah, if you want to, bro, if you want to live stress free, go get a regular job that will give you just
Benefits
yeah,
and
just
pay time off.
just be a regular nigga if you want to live a regular life, bro. But I grew up broke. I need to make sure the people after me are not broke,
Mm-hmm.
and I grew up struggling. I'm gonna make sure for sure that people after me are not struggling, and I put in too much work already to negate that. Like I
Yeah.
can't just quit. If I were to just quit and go work at fucking Home Depot or something, no shade to Home Depot, but I will probably end up like, I don't know, bro. It just wouldn't be good.
Yeah,
I gotta stay on my grind. And yeah, I mean, people think that success is just easy, bro. Niggas be looking at like people who make it and be like, bruh, I could do that. Nigga, then why don't you?
Mm-hmm.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
A lot of niggas look at people on like niggas would look at people on TikTok who got hella followers and be like, bruh, this nigga's not funny. I could do that. Nigga, well then why don't you? A lot of people have so much to say, but so little to do,
yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No, I mean, I think that's just one thing that helps everybody in the long run is just understanding when to shut the fuck up and just do something.
Yeah, and that was part of the reason why I stayed homeless for so long. Although homelessness is very hard to go through. Before I was homeless, I was somewhat I was a little arrogant. I thought shit would just work out.
With the music?
Just
Or
in
just in
general.
general?
I thought shit was just gonna work out. That ain't how life works, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, dude.
You gotta make a way.
Yeah.
If you don't make a way, you gonna fail. And that is just period, bro. And a lot of niggas will live off somebody else, bro. Like live off their parents. There's nothing wrong with being supported by your parents. To all of my teenagers, stay with your parents as long as you can.
Facts.
If it's not a toxic household, stay with your parents as long as possible, and stack your bread.
For sure.
But I don't know, bruh. I figured things would just work out, but that's not the case. Yeah.
I think it's like a life just entirely of people telling you what to do. Like here in the United States, like you have to go to school. So there's that structure in life. Like you need to go to fucking school. It's not an option. You're a kid.
Well, you gotta live for yourself too.
Yeah.
I was reading this book. It's called The Four Agreements.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite books. Because it always gets my mind right. It gives me good guidelines.
Yeah.
And I got a couple of chapters, notes that I could spit out right now. But anyways, one of the things is a lot of people live for other people. A lot of people live in the shadows of other people and live lives that are not their own. You're living someone else's dream. Like people will grow up with their parents telling them, "You need to be my doctor. You need to be a doctor." Bitch, I don't want to be no fucking doctor. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, bro, if I feel like an artist, then you need to be an artist. Don't be no doctor, because you go to school, you're gonna end up, your name gonna be the one that's in debt. You gonna hate being a fucking doctor, and you gonna hate your mom because she the one who forced you to be a doctor.
Exactly.
You gotta live for yourself. If you don't live for yourself, you gotta live for yourself and say fuck everybody who don't want to be with me when I'm going hard for me. Because this is your life. This is you. Like, this is your life. If you don't take a hold of your life, then you're going to live a life that's not yours.
Basically. And I feel like a lot of people wait till the last minute to realize that. And that's the thing that keeps me going.
Unfortunately, a lot of people don't realize it. Like you said, the self-aware factor.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't understand. A lot of people don't believe in themselves, bro.
They're uncomfortable with failure. So instead of going out of the way to
They take the safe
do the
route.
thing. Yeah, they just stick with what makes them comfortable. They listen to the people that tell them what to do.
That's the path
They
of least resistance.
exactly, and it's easy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Path
if you
of least
if you're living
resistance.
that life, go ahead. You chose that, but like, you're not genuinely gonna be fulfilled until you do something that you wanted to decide to do.
Yeah,
For sure.
a lot of people travel the path of least resistance, and the path of least resistance is you're traveling the path that will be the easiest for you. You are traveling the safest route, the route where you don't feel like you'll fail, the route that you don't feel like you'll end up wasting your time, the route this and that, but it's not truly what you want to do. What you truly want to do, you know, is going to provide some resistance. And a lot of people are too afraid to travel the path that they want, to travel the path that's least traveled.
Yeah, and it's just that uncertainty, for sure.
But the people who end up winning in the end are the people who decide to stay brave. But I mean, success can't like, not everybody's gonna make it, bro. I mean,
The ratios are too high. Yeah, it's just so many people trying. Yeah.
especially in Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
Atlanta, like I said, is
It's
the,
only gonna get bigger too.
it's the battlefield
Yeah.
of rappers, bro.
Yeah.
Every rapper lives here. So
Yeah.
the thing is,
A lot of the biggest rappers, for sure.
yeah, I mean, you look at YSL; those are like some of the top rappers right now. And I mean, you can't be a rapper and not come to Atlanta. But I don't know, bro. If you want to make it in some sort of aspect, I haven't made it by any means, bro. I don't want to come on here and feel like I made it, you know.
But that's not what you're doing.
I'm broke as fuck right now, bro. You know what I mean? But the thing is, I have my mentality. I'm rich in mentality, and I'll continue to take it there until I'm fruitful in my dreams, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So,
It's dope as fuck, man. I'm so glad you found like a path for yourself too.
I appreciate that,
'Cause
homie.
That's actually something that a lot of people, struggle with
Yeah.
finding.
Yeah, their passion,
Yeah.
their path, their way to travel.
Oh yeah.
The best advice I could give to somebody that's going through that though would be to spend some time with yourself genuinely and realize what's most important to you. And whatever is most important to you, just travel that. I mean, obviously a person would be like, my family's the most important. Shit, your family's not making you no money, bro.
Yeah.
And I mean, money is a thing that shouldn't hold so much weight, but, and I mean, I'm not making the most money from rapping, but I'm working toward that to make it that way.
Yeah.
And that is the path. That is the path least traveled. And you gotta take that risk, bro. You gotta go hard. And if you don't go hard, you're gonna stay a lame. And if that's okay with you, then that's okay. I'm not judging nobody. Everybody has their own, different strokes for different folks, bro. If you want to travel the path of least resistance and you want to stay safe, you want to stay happy, do that, bro. That's some shit for some people, you know. And I'm not downing nobody, but for the ones that want to be great, the ones that want their names to have some notoriety, you gotta, you know.
Oh, it pauses again. Let me see.
How long you think we've been going for?
We've been going for a minute.
It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Nice. That's pretty long.
Yeah, we can. If you want to, we can cut it short. We can like.
I don't mind. I mean, if you guys don't have anything else to like any other subjects, then
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like we should just keep talking. What were we talking about just now?
path
Like
of least
specifically?
resistance. Path of least resistance. Living the safe life. Things like that.
Okay. Okay, we can just pick off after there, and then what do you call it? Hold up, my dog bit my fucking batteries, dude. So like now it gets stuck in every time I put it in there.
That's not safe.
Is
No,
your
it's
dog
not.
okay?
Oh, yeah, there was nothing leaking, so there's no acid or anything. It was just like bite marks on the outside. Y'all have dogs?
We don't have a dog. We have a cat
We
though.
have a cat.
Oh, really? Y'all don't have to deal with shit like that, do you?
She bites shit.
She got accidentally pepper sprayed.
Yeah.
What the
But she-
pepper sprayed her?
No, she bit pepper spray.
She bit
Oh.
off the keychain.
Yeah. Yeah. She's a little rascal for sure.
Alex's dog just ate a whole box of Oreos yesterday.
And he didn't
Apparently.
die?
Somehow.
Oreos are not
Oh, it's not real
Not
chocolate.
lethal.
wait, what?
They're vegan.
They're vegan, but they
They're
might be
double
actual. They might be actual cocoa. They might be actual chocolate. I'm not
Just
saying.
saying he
Your
looked
dog
it
just
up.
might be a little sick after.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Red Bronco.
Sick and full.
Yeah.
Oh, my dog.
I was telling him
Yeah,
about
he ate a whole
Oreos.
box of fucking
Yeah.
Oreo. I don't even.
That man was hungry.
It was out of spite.
Probably.
Yeah.
So for any rapper out there that's listening, they want to be an artist
Mm.
or continue the music industry or get into it. Like what would you have to say to them?
Do you think my opinion matters?
I think it does because when people are listening,
Mm.
they can take it. They can take the advice or they can leave it. And I always try to ask like every artist,
Oh, okay.
just so we can get an idea for anyone listening. You know.
What would I tell them if they're thinking about becoming an artist or keep going?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
just like, let's say someone's deciding on. We'll expand it to anything that
Mhm.
is trying to get into something, doesn't have anything for them or anything at all. They're at zero.
Yeah.
What would you say? Like,
Don't be pussy. Yeah.
is that all?
Believe in yourself and don't be pussy.
Okay.
Because
Excellent words.
a lot of people are pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be pussy.
Okay.
Because and I mean study your craft, bro. A lot of things, bro, are very elementary. A lot of things are very simple. People just make them very complex. A lot of the things of just love yourself, be positive, believe in yourself, and don't be pussy are like the main things of success, you know, or at least that's what I believe. I mean,
It's working for you.
and I mean, that's what I feed my mind. I read books.
Do you have any book recommendation if it has to be one?
To Think and Grow Rich.
I fucking love that book.
Yeah, it teaches a lot about manifestation.
Did you read the original edition or?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's very likely I did.
Okay. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's an
Napoleon
original.
Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe in manifestation wholeheartedly. That, and I mean, there are so many different texts that speak about manifestation in so many different ways. You look at like religion and like Christianity. In the Bible, it says speak as if it were. And To Think and Grow Rich, it says you can manifest anything. You just need that strong desire. You need the perseverance. Well, you need, in order to have success, you cannot wish and expect things to happen. Your wishing needs to be met with an extreme desire, an obsession, and perseverance that doesn't recognize failure. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I fucking love that book.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you don't believe in yourself, you're not gonna make it.
That's the number one thing for sure. But
Yeah.
to believe in yourself, you have to first at least somewhat find yourself. To have some sort of I believe that you should find some sort of platform just so you can feel like you can be confident with yourself.
What do you mean by platform?
Just like a starting base. When I wanted to start like this videography shit, like
Yeah.
before that, I really didn't. I was kind of living a life of just following whatever, like
Yeah.
just going to school, doing
Oh,
whatever.
you mean like
Yeah.
finding an area where you can focus on?
Yeah. Yeah. So you had to find that, like, you
find
know,
your niche.
for sure.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm sorry, dude. I like speak things, but then they get other meanings. Like I
You're good,
try
bro.
to word myself the best I can, but as far as like that, like, what would you tell someone?
Of what? Finding their meaning?
Yeah.
Finding their purpose? I don't know, bro. I can't give any advice for finding your purpose.
Fair.
Your purpose is your purpose.
For sure.
Because if I tell you how to find your purpose, it may not be your purpose.
I feel like sometimes your purpose just kind of comes to you also.
Yeah.
And it's just you
Yeah.
being able to understand it if this is for you or if it's not for you.
and it comes with exploring and being brave enough to explore.
Yeah.
Being brave enough to try something a couple times. If you fail miserably and this shit is not making you happy at all, then move on to something else. Being brave enough to switch. A lot of people want to stay on the same thing because they've told everybody, hey, bro, I'm finna be a fire-ass videographer, bro. I'm finna be a fire-ass videographer. I just bought this $500 camera, this and that, this and that. But then they realize this shit not for me. But they keep going because they done told everybody,
Yeah.
hey, bro, I'm going to be a fire videographer. But the thing is, you got to have the bravery to switch.
Yeah.
You gotta understand when, hey, bro, this shit not working for me. I'm going to try something else.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta be brave enough to switch. You gotta be brave enough to switch and then go hard again and go hard again and go hard again. Just keep going and keep going.
For sure.
If a lot of people aren't built like that though, bro. A lot of people don't have that strength.
Yeah, and that's why we live in a world with followers and people who are, I wouldn't say leaders, but people who can be the individuals.
Yeah.
Like sheep versus people who just do their own thing.
Yeah, and I mean not to down anybody who, you know, follows.
Yeah, no.
In order to lead, you have to have once followed.
For sure. And that's kind of what I was trying to say. Like there's just followers and individuals or leaders, but the followers stay followers and then followers can become leaders.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean and I mean it's okay to be a follower.
Yeah, we need followers. Like you need both.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need the support and you need the creator. There's not one without the other. If you are just a creator and without any support, nobody's going to know.
Yeah.
And I mean, I appreciate, I'll take the time to say I appreciate everybody who listens to my music, everybody who buys my clothes, everybody who buys my art, everybody who just tunes in and does any of my homework or anything. I appreciate everybody, bro, because without people, you know, showing love, I wouldn't have the I would still have the courage, but I wouldn't have the strong belief in myself as much as I do now. I still believed in myself very heavily though before anybody believed in me, because I knew that if I don't make this shit shake, this shit is not shaking. Like if I don't do nothing, bro, I'ma stay broke.
Yeah.
If I don't do nothing, I'ma end up like one of the rest of these niggas, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't want to end up like the rest of these niggas.
For sure.
And that's just period. I feel like everybody should have that in their mentality to want to be better, to want to evolve. And even if that just means you're going from crew to manager, then that's still evolving. You're still stepping up the ladder. It's just your focus should always be to step up.
For sure. And improve yourself.
Yeah, always. There's not enough enlightening in the world. You can always enlighten more.
Yeah, but I mean, just people like you who keep putting that energy out into social media, which is something that millions of people are on. I think it's great that you're starting off so early with this mindset, because who knows, later on, once you get a bigger audience, people might actually follow you and start doing the same and become artists who give out a good message.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You gotta lead by example.
Yeah.
If you don't lead the way that you want shit to be, then it's not gonna be the way you want it to be. It's gonna be some other way.
Yeah.
If you lead in a way that's not in a way like with the shit you were talking about like copycat niggas. If you're leading in a way that somebody is already leading, then you're not a leader.
You're one of their followers.
You are a follower with a following.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure. Well, damn, man. I mean, is there anything else you want to say to your fans, people watching, or something you want to leave the podcast with saying? He's thinking.
I don't really have any messages now. I feel like everything that I wanted to say, we spoke on. This was a great interview.
Thank you.
You guys have great potential, genuinely.
Thank you.
I fucking love that advice, because this was one of the most interesting podcasts I've ever been on. I don't know about
me
you.
too, yo. We actually talk, like, usually on the podcast, like, we get into the artists and shit. We really didn't really talk about, I guess, more of, like, your music, but I'm happy that we talked about something other than that this time, and I'm glad that, you know what I mean, you were one of the first, and you actually, I mean, talked about shit that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, and I mean the music goes hand in hand with everything I talked about. You know, like I speak about the same shit in my music. I try to motivate in my music. I try to talk about how I'm feeling depressed, how I'm feeling sad, you know, how it's okay. But one thing I will leave with is just to take care of your mental health. There's too many people who are misled, who are very sad and don't know where to go. But there's always a place for people to go. You can get therapy. You can adopt new habits that are going to make you feel better. Go outside, go for a walk, go for a run, do some stretches. You can do different things to make yourself feel better. You don't have to result in drugs, because drugs ain't going to take you nowhere. You go for a run, you're going to get fit. Drugs, you're going to get fat, ugly, and disgusting. That's it.
Great advice.
Dope
Thank you guys
advice.
so much for watching another episode of the Capture the People podcast. All his links in the description below. You'll find them there. And then thanks again so much for tuning in. Check out the playlist. Check out the description. Check out the website. Thank you so much for watching.